Hello mate, I know you asked me to make this video a little while ago, but here we are. These are, wow, where are they? This angle is bad. 1 second, I'm gonna do this proper. I'm a pro. These are the oh my God, the cats are fighting. Look, can you two stop fighting? I'm trying to give James some nice feedback. Come on, out you go. Oh my God, okay, I can't do this. 1 second. Oh, this is bright. Go. Willow, if this makes it into the review. Fuck my life. Should we try again? Hello. I've been using the Mum 10s for James, however long, put it on screen. I've been using the Mum 10s for this amount of time and very, very happy. But more importantly, James at present day has asked me to talk to you about their stands. Look at this. Look at how lovely they are. Like, ready? Like, very, very. I had another company's stands that were isolatey, hydraulic, uppy-downy boys. I'm sure that's the name of the product. They were okay. They did their job. They went up and down. They did some isolation, but I would still feel transference through the floor and through my desk, like sympathetic vibrations. And I thought, for the longest time, I thought any kind of sympathetic vibration is just trade-off as a result of the environment in which we work in. Then James came along and gave me, we're calling it the uppy-downy boys, yeah? The boys and the twins. And I was stunned that some of the things that, wow, ignore the mess. I was stunned that some of the things I thought were just inherent to my room are gone. It's a very, very strange experience to not feel my desk move or the floor vibrate or anything like that. They are really, really well put together, really, really happy with them. And honestly, I feel very fortunate to have met Mark and James and have quite a lot of my studio oddities solved by their innovation and invention. So the uppy-downy boys are wicked. The Mum 10s are also wicked. I'll talk about those at another point in time. But TLDR, everything Present Day Productions makes is good and... And now the other cat wants to go out. This is an official review. I'm very good at this. I do this for a living. Also occasionally make music when my cats aren't distracting me. My name is George Lever. Please send coffee.
In this video, we reveal Foundation, our new motorised, uppy-downy, supremely isolatey speaker stands, and a strictly limited launch offer you can find out about later in the video. So let's dive straight in. We've proudly delivered hundreds of pairs of Mum monitors to users in 38 countries around the world over the past few years, and one of the most common questions we get asked is, what speaker stands do you recommend? Speaker stands, especially height adjustable ones, tend to fall into two categories. The cheap, commoditized, worryingly wobblesome, or the high-end, well-engineered, but expensive offerings that are often still compromised in one way or another. So the answer to the question was generally, we don't really recommend any, until now. Introducing Foundation, our brand new, height adjustable, motorised speaker stands complete with world-class isolation technology. We've been developing Foundation for a couple of years now, and it turns out that it's not easy to tick all the boxes. So what problems did we have to overcome?
The first thing we wanted to tackle was easy height adjustment. So we looked at other motorised speaker stands on the market and found that they basically just use a standing desk leg. Now this is fine, but most are mounted to a metal plate at the base with feet or spikes underneath, and the metal plate flexes and you end up with worrying wobble again. They also tend to have a lump that is the motor housing for the actuator to contend with. So we tried various options with various different manufacturers of leg, but decided we needed something far more sturdy and more solid.
This led us to Linac, a Danish company who have been manufacturing actuators and lifting columns for decades. And so we booked in at their UK HQ just outside Birmingham for a demo day. Both Mark and myself agreed that their LC2 would be perfect for the job and cost effective, and so we ordered some.
But nothing is ever easy, and whilst the LC2 was perfect for the uppy-downy requirements and can lift a whopping maximum load of 260 kilograms, the housing was quite resonant at around 300 Hz. Now, this would be an easy problem to solve with a non-adjustable stand, simply fill it with dried sand to kill the resonance, but in this case that would clog up the actuators in no time and be far less effective if the stands are fully raised. And so we went with the solution that kills any unwanted resonance in our speaker cabinets: constrained layer damping.
This is a pain to install, but highly effective, and lines both sections of the lifting column whilst keeping plenty of airflow around the actuator mechanism. The isolation is so good with foundation that hardly any vibration from the speaker actually makes it into the lifting column. So we rather over-engineered this, but we can now be sure that the stand itself is silenced, immune to both mechanical and airborne triggered resonance. So on to that next problem: isolation.
One of the main aims when developing the Mum range of studio monitors was to go all out to minimise distortion. And we don't just mean distortion as in the overdrive you'd expect from a guitar amplifier. Distortion literally means the action of twisting or altering something out of its true, natural or original state. And in this case, it's our audio. In a loudspeaker, this can be caused by crossover components, the amplifier design, driver technology, badly built cabinets, resonances inside those cabinets, and a whole host of other factors. With speaker stands, this is often caused by the stands themselves resonating and transmitting those unwanted resonances into your floor. These can then be transmitted up through your desk, and as most of these desks are made from low-cost, low-density particle board, form resonances of their own, all adding distortion to the sound coming from your speakers.
And so the best way to stop this is at its source. The cabinets in our Mum range of studio monitors are far thicker, denser, overbraced and more inert than those from manufacturers using simple MDF in their cabinet designs. But physics persist, and the sheer amount of energy a bass driver can create will result in some vibration. So the best way to stop this getting into the surrounding environment is to stop it getting into your stands in the first place, and this is where isolation mounts play a part. There are many off-the-shelf options out there, many of which work very well, and we considered teaming up with some well-known companies specialising in speaker isolation mounts for a solution.
But after testing various different options, most of them just didn't work well enough and would have been a pain to install and mount to the top of the lifting columns. And so we turned to a company who specialise in isolation solutions for both the manufacturing industries and high-end studio and acoustics companies, AMC Macchina Calcio. They recommended a few different options based on their patented Silomer technology, and the solution that worked flawlessly for us was this, the FZ Silomer mount, all the way down to 6 Hz.
Coming up with a design that incorporated these was a challenge, and it took a good few months of prototyping to get it right. We tested various types of metal plate, but these were expensive to manufacture and highly resonant, so in the end we turned to our trusty Valchromat once again, the same dense, inert material we use in the construction of our Mum speaker cabinets. And the result is not only highly effective, but it can also be sold as a standalone isolation product for those of you who may have your monitors on a console meter bridge, desk, or other type of stand.
Another aim was to make these affordable in relation to a pair of high-end studio monitors such as our own. We wanted to bring them in at less than £2,000 a pair, and we've done that thanks in no small part once again to our direct sales model. As with the Mum range, this cuts out the margins of distribution and retail channels, means we can offer you far better and more direct customer service, as well as offer a 3-year warranty on all our physical products, and it also means we get to know our customers, so it's a win for us and it's a win for you.
So let's finish off this video with the features and technical specifications. The foundation stands themselves are available in 2 stock orientations, one for portrait-oriented speakers such as our own Mum 8 and Mum 10, and the other for landscape-oriented models such as our Mum 10 MB. If you buy a pair of foundation stands, they include absolutely everything you need right out of the box: bases, lifting columns, isolation platforms, power supply, controller, all the cables, and a download link for the free phone app that enables control via Bluetooth. Our foundation stands are remotely fully adjustable in height from their lowest position of 77 centimeters to their highest of 127 centimeters. Floor-to-ceiling axial room modes and standing waves are often overlooked, and moving the bass driver out of the zone in which it most actively excites those modes, often only by a few centimeters, can make a huge difference to low-end clarity. Foundation makes this easy and all from the listening position. You can tune your low end while you're listening. The controller and app offer all the standing desk functionality you'd expect. You can save presets for accurate recall of height settings, and you can link up to 16 foundation stands together, as well as the new Sit Stand Studio Desk we're launching next year. Power supplies will be shipped to conform with your local power requirements and come as standard with a pair of 2-meter cables. This enables your foundation stands to be placed as far apart as 4 meters from each other. The cable exits the lifting column at the top, so you can easily cable tie these together with the power and signal cables feeding your monitors. Whilst the lifting mechanisms themselves will support a whopping 260 kilograms, the isolation platforms themselves are effective with speakers weighing from 15 to 30 kilograms. For heavier monitors, we will also be offering a plate that's effective from 20 to 45 kilograms, as well as custom sizes for more unusually shaped speakers, such as the Key Audio 3. The stock isolation platforms are also available as a separate product for those of you who use your monitors on a meter bridge, desk, or other type of stand. These are again effective with speakers weighing from 15 to 30 kilograms. Please note that a pair of foundation motorized stands includes the isolation mounts. You do not need to purchase these separately. For full measurements and specifications, please visit our website.
As you know, we don't favour Black Friday deals here at Present Day Production unless they are genuine deals, and we don't like to upset existing users, so you'll never see our products discounted for Black Friday. However, this is a new product launch, so we can offer a once-only launch price this Black Friday. Originally, we'd planned to limit the first production run to 20 pairs and discount it by just over 20% to our existing mum customers and email subscribers, as we like to look after them first, but we sold out pretty much straight away, with many more of you keen to buy. So we're trying hard to extend that production run, although margins are tight at the discounted price, so there's no firm guarantee we can do that, as we were only geared up to sell 20 pairs at that price, but we'll try. If you missed the first run, this is your chance to get foundation at the launch price, so click the link in the description to join the waitlist right now and you'll be the first to know.
We are really proud of this product. It's solved a problem that not only we had in our own studio, but that many of our mum users around the world also faced. Foundation not only matches the quality of our mum range of studio monitors, it actively improves on them. Thanks for watching, and please email us with any questions, and you'll see us in the next one.